Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to another guided meditation. My name is Dr. Brad, and thank you for joining me, whether you're here on Clubhouse or if you're on my Vimeo live stream. It's nice to see people's names on the Clubhouse. If you're here on live stream, welcome. Today, I was, at the request of someone, going to go back to do some of a meditation I've done before, a heart-centered meditation. And it's important to recognize that as we're doing all of these guided practices, that's what they are. They are practices. They're training for our nervous system. And with a heart-centered meditation, what we're going to be doing today is cultivating a feeling of love and appreciation. Maintaining that feeling of love and appreciation can be challenging for us. And my experience as a clinician doing biofeedback, where I'm monitoring people's physiology as they're thinking of something that they love and appreciate, my experience with that is that many times we can think of something we really prize, something we really value, but then quickly, very quickly for some of us, we start to think of its loss. We start to think of it going away or how it's not working. So we'll think of our favorite place in nature. We'll think of our best friend. And then we start to cogitate and ruminate on something that's going amiss, something that's wrong. And then we lose that feeling of love and appreciation. But more so, what I witness is we change our breath, we tighten our muscles, we start to activate the sympathetic nervous system, and this is all unbeknownst to us. So today, we're going to go back and cultivate that. We're going to think of something we love and appreciate without question and practice maintaining that feeling tone. And as I said, all of these things are a practice. As I've said, if you've joined me in any of these guided practices, these guided meditations, our mood, our emotions are a practiced state as well. And many times we overlook that. So let's begin. I'm going to have the little ring of the bell again. Not sure how that sounds over the microphone, but here we go. And now, I invite you to find a comfortable position, as I've been saying many weeks here. The practice of this meditation is loving kindness, appreciation. So find a position that you can maintain for the next 15 to 20 minutes. If you need a blanket, if you need a bolster, if you need to lie down, feel free to do that. So I'm going to invite you to find that position in which you can make your body 5 to 10% more comfortable than it is right now. If you need to, shake it out, soften. And then take a few falling out breaths, breathing in, and then letting it out with a sigh and really thinking what you're going to release right now. The next 15 to 20 minutes, they're for you. To set the intention, many times I hear people tell me, oh, it's so hard for me to do nothing. I'd like to remind you that you are by far not doing nothing. Wow, too many negatives. You are doing something. You are restoring your nervous system. You're bringing in a balance. You're strengthening your parasympathetic, strengthening your ability to listen to yourself and to heal. So to begin this practice, after you find that comfortable position, we're going to do a body scan. We're just going to bring our attention to the body part that I mention without any intention of needing to fix it, change it. If when you turn your awareness to that body part, you notice tension, constriction, and you make the determination you don't need it, feel free to release it. So let's start farthest away from our head. Let's bring our attention to our feet, toes to heels, soles to instep, ankles. What do you feel here? What are you noticing in the calves? Now the shins. Just notice. We're just noticing. We don't have to do anything. It's just taking an environmental scan. What's happening in the knees? The bend of the knee. Just saying these areas of the body just to have you dip your attention there. The thighs, the hamstrings, the groin. How much of our day is spent unaware of what's going on in the body? The buttocks, the entire pelvis. Notice what's occurring now in the belly, the sides of the waist, and the low back. Moving up to the chest, the sides of the torso, the armpits, the upper back, the shoulder blades. How are your shoulders? Now we've just made it from the toes all the way up to the shoulders. And notice, are you able to just discern, identify sensation without needing to do anything? You don't have to fix anything. You don't have to change anything. Just notice. Now let's stream our attention down the upper arms, biceps, triceps, the bend of the elbows, how are the forearms, the wrists, front and the back of the hands. Pay gentle, gentle attention to the neck and the throat, and the jaw and the tongue. The muscles all around the face, around the eyes, around the ears, around the lips. The muscles around the forehead as I soften mine. The scalp, the back of the head. Just doing an environmental scan from toe to top of the head to the tips of the fingers now. Notice when the judgment creeps in, rather than just identifying the quality of sensation. Notice when you feel a physical experience, how you might want to distance yourself from it, pull away from it, or even lean into it. That was just our mindfulness warm-up body scan. And now, invite you to zero your attention around your heart. We start with the body because we can at times be neutral to it throughout most of the body, not always, when you feel aches and pains. But now let your attention rest very gently. As if you're shining a soft light on your heart. And that means you feel and experience the sensations in the heart. And it's very easy to start to feel the heartbeat, and begin to ruminate. So to help with that, can you simply name the sensation? Contraction, beating. Maybe it's a vibration. The mind may instantly want to run off with a story. Uh-oh. Very patiently, very kindly, very gently, be with the sensations of the heart. Now, for some of you, you might not be feeling much. You can always place a hand on the heart. And as one of my teachers once said, if you don't feel anything in the area, just go in the neighborhood. Just observe what's happening in the chest. So again, this is also a practice of mindfulness, just observing the heart as the anchor. Now, for this next step, we're going to invite some imagery in and invite you to imagine that the breath comes in and out through your heart. That doesn't mean the chest has to expand with the breath. What we're just saying is imagine that the air on this in-breath is coming through the heart and it traverses the entire body. And on the out-breath, it just moves out through the heart in a very gentle, wave-like manner. You don't have to think of slowing the breath down or deepening the breath or making it fuller. Just imagine that the breath comes in through the heart and travels wherever the body needs it. And if this works for you, my favorite image is that the body is the seashore and the breath is a healing wave. This healing wave comes in through the heart and travels throughout the body, wherever there's tension, tightness. And it just washes that tension away. It's as if that wave caresses the tension in your thighs, in your forehead, your jaw. And on the very next out-breath, carries it out through the heart, back to the vast sea. So that every breath in, we're bringing in healing, softening. When with every breath out, We feel a release, a settle, a drop. This healing breath can caress away any ruminating thoughts, any judgments. If you get lost, it's okay. Come back. Feel around the heart. Breathe in and out through the heart. And you can stay here if you'd like. You can stay here focusing on the breath, breathing in and out through the heart. If you feel so inclined and ready, the next step is to cultivate love and appreciation. And I recommend doing this by having some gratitude for your heart first. This heart that continues to beat no matter what its struggles are, no matter what issues with your health you might have. This heart continues to beat every day. So can you offer some love and appreciation to your heart? Note how quickly you may, not everyone, but some of us may go into judgment, into a narrative. Yeah, but my heart's been having this. And thank the heart. And you can remain here, just focusing on the heart. Or I invite you to think of something else, a person, someone that you know personally, or someone that you've heard about, someone that you admire, someone that has actually helped you in your path. It could be a meditation teacher that I think of that I've never met, but whose words have inspired me. It could be a teacher in your past. Someone that when you think of, you feel your body smile. It could also be a place in nature. And let us not forget our animal companions. We don't judge at all what causes our heart to open and smile. So I invite you to take that image of that person, that place, that loved being, and drop it gently into your heart. And I invite you to attend to the sensation, the feeling tone, the experience of this heart smile. Notice as the breath still comes in and out through your heart, the ease with which the breath just now comes in. And as I said at the beginning of today's practice, so many of us are not aware of how swiftly we shift gears. Oh, I really value that the teachings of that meditation instructor I had, but I never got to meet them. And we instantly veer off. Come back. Rest in that love and appreciation. Breathe in through your heart. And the breath now fans that love, that gratitude, that appreciation, and then it carries that throughout the body. When we find ourselves getting so far away from this experience, mind runs away, ruminates on something else. Whenever you catch your mind doing that, focusing on something else, smile. Our brains have been trained for distraction. And the minute you catch it, that's when the magic happens. You can bring yourself back. So we're going to stay here for another couple of minutes. Remember, at any time you can go back to the body scan, mindfully noting what you're experiencing in the physical body, or you can narrow that down to focusing on the heart and the heart area. Next, you can breathe in and out through the heart. Or finally, you can think of love and appreciation. So I'm going to go quiet for just a minute as we practice this together in silence. Notice where the mind went right now. If it wandered off, bring it back to gently breathing in and out through the heart, thinking of that loved one, loved person, loved place. And before we end today's practice, let's come back to feeling into the heart. And once again, thank the heart for its endless, tireless activity, keeping us alive. And we can expand out to the wings of the heart, the lungs, thanking them, and then sending it throughout the entire body. Thanking our entire body. Notice how quickly we might start to think about our aches and pains, our physical symptoms. And yet, our body and our mind our brain, are still helping us navigate this life. And now sending this love and appreciation out into the world, ending with just a few phrases of metta, if this feels comfortable to you. Connecting your heart to others. May all beings everywhere be safe. May all beings everywhere be healthy. May all beings everywhere be at peace and happy. May all beings everywhere go gently, knowing their goodness. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm here every Monday and Thursday on my live stream through my website, thebreathspace.com, and here on Clubhouse. I love to hear from you. If you have any questions or any comments, feel free to reach out through my website. May you be well.